Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Taylor the Fiend back again, and today we are taking a look at the Australian dating disaster. Don't forget to drop a comment, make sure you subscribe if you are new here, and let's jump into it.
Every time I go to Spain or any other country, I feel like a hot mamacita, which is pretty much what I am. However, in Australia, I feel it a little less because I don't understand why guys in here are shy or they don't want to take the initiative to come and talk to a girl. Like, do I look that mean? Do I look like that scary?
It's not that men are shy at all. Men see a self-proclaimed hot mamacita and know that she is not worth it.
I've struggled with dating here on the Goldie since I moved here 5 months ago, and that's why I don't bother anymore, because this place is just not that serious. It's just a playground, literally. People are just partying, hooking up, and making money. There's no in between. You can't expect to find the love of your life here and settle down. It's just not the place for it.
What she's describing is not actually just to the Gold Coast, by the way. It is the world that modern women created.
First question is, how is dating here in Australia, you would say?
Dating in Australia?
Yeah.
Or can I swear on
Yeah,
TV?
you can say whatever you want.
All guys are here, so...
You think so?
Yeah. I do. I'm the one that's heartbroken, so it's fine. I will not be dating. I'm allergic to men.
Oh, really? You like women?
I mean, if I swing that way, it happens, right? I'm open to new experiences.
Yo, hey, love. All right. Anyways, so dating sucks here, you would say?
I'd say so.
Damn,
yeah.
that sucks.
There's really nothing more I can say about that. I've just been disappointed one too many times.
Okay.
Yeah.
She just admitted to being heartbroken and jaded. That has nothing to do with Australia.
Do you date a woman in her masculine, yes or no?
Absolutely not.
Do men fall in love fast, yes or no?
We fall in love fast and hard, and we'll take a bullet for someone we've barely met.
Looks or energy?
Energy.
Soft or independent?
Soft. Independent of what?
Natural or glam?
Both.
What's sexier, confidence or kindness?
Kindness every single time.
I would agree. What's a bigger turn off, attitude or insecurity?
Attitude every single time. I don't know, why do they even pause?
Whenever a man makes it clear what he finds attractive in a woman, he is met with a lot of hate. That's why a lot of these women are so delusional, is because they never actually hear the truth.
I think it's okay to go out clubbing if you have a boyfriend.
Yes.
Why do you think it's okay?
Because they shouldn't be insecure.
Don't you think that like girls get more attention out?
They do, but as long as you're loyal, that's all that matters.
You're not doing anything wrong. As long as you're there to have fun with your friends, not to go
But
fishing.
do you agree it's more dangerous for a girl in a relationship to go out rather than a guy in a club?
It goes both ways.
Girls naturally get more attention.
Yeah, but guys
I reckon it's
are the ones
same.
that give that attention to those girls.
If you're in a relationship, you shouldn't be clubbing, but these women want it both ways. I don't know what guy wants to date a woman who hits the clubs.
Girls, are you seeing the looks we're getting?
Yeah.
Oh, another one caught us.
Again?
Yeah. I wasn't going to tell you because we were just like...
No, tell me, because the next time someone says that, I'm going to be like, are you actually joking? Guys have such an opinion on girls who dress a certain way, and if you have a short skirt, you're a... If you have a shirt that shows you're a... We can do nothing right in their eyes.
These women dressed that way for attention from men specifically, and they got just exactly that.
Genuine question. Is there something in the air in Australia? Because why are the men not menning? Like, how do I explain this? The roles are reversed here lately. I travel a lot, whether it's interstate or overseas. There's a dramatic difference of how men talk and carry themselves in different countries and Australia. I don't care if you're from Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, Queensland, wherever the hell you are from. Men in Australia want to be chased. Men in Australia are the ones that play hard to get. They don't choose the restaurants to go to. They don't spoil women.
Women all over the world blame their home countries for this behavior, by the way. Like, they'll blame their countries, they'll blame God, they'll blame the universe before they actually take any form of accountability.
Listen, I'm taking applicants, okay? I'm looking for a black American man to be my lover so that I can all I have to pay for is the flight over there, and then I can stay with you. And then you can drive me around. That's the only... I'm not asking you to pay for anything else, okay? That's all I need from you. So essentially, it's not really costing you anything because you're already paying for your rent or you own your house, whatever the situation is. Do you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm asking for. And in return, I will be your lover because I want to be in America. But the accommodation killed me, and so did the Ubers, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm asking for. You need to be black to apply. Please, you know me already. You should know me. And if you're new here, hi, I'm Demi and I love American men. So that's all I'm asking for, because my big Australia is like, girl, I'm going to go spend 4 weeks with my lover. And I was like, motherfucker, where's my American lover?
Offering a man bedroom fun in exchange for a place to sleep is really a new low for women like this.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like Aussie girls in their 20s that are around my age, they're not looking to settle down. Aussie girls just want to party. I mean, not all of them, of course. Like, please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not grouping them all together, but from my experience so far in Australia, the Aussie girls, I mean, they are not looking to settle down. They want to party, and they are direct and shameless.
It's based on this absurd notion that your 20s are supposed to be an extension of childhood. The amount of time I've heard women say, yeah, just party throughout your 20s and even into your 30s and beyond is actually insane.
They are just like not looking for husbands, I think. And they are vocal about it. Like, they will just tell you, hey, they're vocal. That's all I'll say. You know? I feel like girls in their 20s in America are like that as well, but they're not as vocal, whereas Aussie girls are just bold and direct. Like, hey, yeah, it's what I want, which I can appreciate, but I mean, damn, it's almost like they kind of think like men.
And those very same women are completely shocked when nobody wants to marry them in their 30s. Dudes will quite literally run away from these women.
The bar is so low. The bar is like underground. The bar is so... I actually started crying in the car because this guy that I was meant to go on a date with, I like called him and it went straight to voicemail, and I was like, hey, like it went straight to voicemail. He's like, oh, I'm on Do Not Disturb. And I was like, okay, well, I'm trying to disturb you. And then I was like, why do even men have the ability to use Do Not Disturb? And he's like, I've been disturbed all week.
These women will never understand that the quote-unquote bar that they set has never actually been higher. It's just low for the men that they find highly attractive.
And I'm like, okay, then why think you have the energy or the capacity to be with a woman if you don't have the energy to answer a phone call? I am so smart and articulate, and I've traveled the world, and I've started a business, and I've lived by myself, and I've kept dogs alive for 8 years, and I speak 3 languages, and I'm close with my family, and I can cook.
Every single thing this woman mentioned are things that most men don't even care about whatsoever.
Do you agree that women nowadays, especially here in Australia, they come with a lot of self-entitlement?
They do. And, you know, they don't actually know how to receive men. Like, when you're out and a man comes up to you, a lot of the time they're standoffish. They don't allow the men to approach them. They don't know how to receive their compliments. They don't know how to receive when they want to ask them out. And it's like they have this like sense of like, you owe me something. And it's like, well, actually, I'm the one that's going to get rejected. I'm the one that needs to put my on the line to talk to you.
Modern women turned approaching into a modern-day humiliation ritual. It is simply not worth it at all.
I think women need to try and relax more into their femininity. Be playful, be flirtatious, don't be so standoffish. Be appreciative and respectful of the fact that the man is, like, he's scared. He's scared of getting rejected of you. He's already feeling nervous. Sometimes women even shame men, and they might make jokes about them and humiliate them and shame them. Oh, look, he's trying to pick me up, things like that, you know. Yeah. And I think if women are more warm and more playful and less judgmental and more like appreciative, oh wow, this guy's giving it a go.
The harsh truth is that it's impossible for many of these women to actually be feminine anymore. That's why I don't believe in, trying to make a masculine woman feminine. Number one, because I don't want to, and nobody enjoys doing that. And number two, because quite honestly, you can't actually make them permanently feminine again anyway.
Guys, I'm here with the beautiful daddy. What's your name?
My name is Shay. What's your name?
Karabiana.
Tonight's question is, what do you hate most about a man?
About men? Their genetics. Don't date a man.
Do you have a reason for it?
They traumatize me, and it's really expensive because then I have to pay for therapy, and therapy is expensive. So if you want to traumatize me, that's totally fine, but give me money.
Okay. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoy the rest of your night.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Daddy.
You can't say that men are evil and then demand those very same men just give you money simply because you exist.
How is the dating scene in Sydney?
Terrible.
Horrible. I personally don't think it's very good.
Men can have any woman they want, whereas we don't get that option.
Swiping apps I've never really gone into.
I use Hinge, but you'll start talking to someone and then they don't reply, or they set up a date and then they don't really follow up with the date.
And then when you do get to know them, you understand why they're single as well.
Now I just hope someone can set me up.
Even if somebody sets her up with a guy, it won't actually matter. She will still find him unattractive anyway. Women like this just want dudes who are quite literally unattainable. They don't want the dudes who require matchmaking or anything like that.
I actually find it extremely offensive, some of the guys that like me on Hinge. Like the fact that they even thought they had remotely a slither of a chance. Like, it's actually worrying to me. Like, it's actually worrying. And there's no one good on there, and I've just lost all hope of dating in the Gold Coast in general. Like, there's actually no hope. I fully give up. And I don't actually have Hinge. I did delete it because of this situation. But I think my profile is out there, so if you see it, then I don't use it. I literally deleted the app. But yeah, I find that quite worrying.
She acts like she's better than the men who are actually available to her. That won't end well for her at all. I actually did a case study recently for members over here on the YouTube channel where I broke down a video like this. It was a 37-year-old single divorced mother who thought that she had options. And the truth is, really, these women don't actually have much options at all. Like, they have options when it comes to bedroom fun, but, you know, securing a man for marriage, I mean, good luck with that.
Can someone please tell me whether the dating scene is actually good? Because Australian men are not it. They just have to be so nonchalant. They don't want to plan. They don't want to text first. They don't want to do anything. It's like, oh my God, grow a pair. But anyway, where's somewhere that's better?
Going online and trying to emasculate men into being interested in her is just a completely stupid idea.
Dating as a 30-year-old in Australia is so hard. I lived in London for 7 years. Guys would come up to you in bars, like come up to you on the street, ask for your number, like not even in a creepy, annoying way, in a way that it was like flattering or like it just is like normal human communication. Dating in Australia, not only is the dating pool so small because there's less people, I guess, the amount of effort that Australian guys put in is insane. It's just nothing. Like they just want to message you for months and never ask you out and never meet up. And I'm like, what's your aim here? Like, do you just want a pen pal? Do you just want a friend to message when you're bored? Like, let's hang out.
It wasn't London. She was in her early 20s at the time. Of course, more men were approaching at that time.
You don't want to come to Australia to date because men here, they want to be treated like a princess so bad. Yeah? They're not going to plan a date. They're not going to buy you a flower. And asking for that, it's kind of like you are asking or trying to find a gem in a trash. Asking for something here is literally make you feel like you are a gold digger for a reason. This is the worst place for you to date someone, because here what they're trying to do is they're trying their best to impress their male friends. That is what they do. I'm not saying, but maybe they're gay for some reason, because they always want the attention from the guys.
She's very quick to throw out these slurs at men simply because men aren't interested. Bear in mind, guys, these are the, you know, totally welcoming and accepting and egalitarian individuals who are throwing these slurs.
Listen, Australian women, every day you lot are complaining that guys are not approaching you when you're going out or wherever you go. Listen, this is a problem that you lot created. I'm not going to lie to you, because you lot have made the mandem over here, especially the Australian men, feel like if they do move to you, it's going to hit the group chat, you're going to look up them disgusting, they're going to be called a creep. They have no confidence in themselves to approach you without being disrespected. Listen, in Europe, in London, we're moving together respectfully and aggressively. We do not business. You know what I mean? We just take the rejection on the chin as part of the game. But over here, yeah, you've managed to f their confidence. I'm not going to lie to you.
You can't threaten a man with ruining his life and then expect him to keep approaching you. That's not how it works at all. Men actually don't want to approach women if it's going to have a risk of ruining their lives, believe it or not.
I went on a first date, right? And the guy kept on saying how expensive a $25 cocktail was. So you know what? I was like, I'll order the cheaper drink. I ordered a cheap drink. Okay, I matched the price of the drink that he was getting. Because I was like, I'm already here. I might as well just order the drink and shut up. Anyway, so now we're talking, blah, blah, blah. And after he pays the bill, he's complaining about how expensive things are. Then he's telling me about how all he needs is another 25K in 4 months and he'll have another house.
A house is an investment that can yield a return. Drinks with a modern woman doesn't.
Respectfully, stay rich, bless you, but don't go out on a date inviting someone when you are going to be complaining about the prices and then saying how you're going to be buying a house. Like, something's not adding up. What's not adding up is you going on dates when you're not ready to. You're not ready to be a man. So sit your ass home and make yourself comfortable, because nobody wants to date someone who is complaining on the first date.
Wealthy men don't stay wealthy if they are spending their money on overpriced cocktails.
Why is no one talking about the fact that in order to get a partner, you have to go on first dates? My body feels like it's being hunted right now.
If first dates are truly that frightening, then she should just stay single. Problem solved.
Dating scene in Australia is quite tragic.
I really feel for the single people in Australia.
Yeah.
Like, every woman I speak to is literally like, it is treacherous out there.
Dire.
Like,
drab.
The men are just so below par. I don't know what's going on. Like, they can't court you properly, or they don't come up to you when you're out, or that it's like so addicted to online dating that it's just constantly a rotor of women. I don't know.
But I feel for men, because I feel like society's actually made it a lot harder for them.
Society didn't make dating harder for men. We have modern women to oftentimes thank for this complete mess. Like, let's be real, guys, the attitudes and the entitlement of modern day women has essentially meant that dating is a complete pain in the ass for men.
They're scared of, like, I don't know, it's like obviously there's a very distinct difference between being a creepy person and being a confident person, but I think it's been attacked so heavily that, I don't know, I would feel like it would kind of be nerve-wracking.
The difference between creepy and confident depends on how attractive she finds that particular man. That's why I always find it funny, guys, where women will just encourage men to approach them or say that they want nice men. Basically, they want these things from men that they find attractive. That's it.
This is a video for all my girls back in Australia. I'm overseas right now, and I'm coming on here to confirm the theory about how horrible the dating scene is in Australia compared to the rest of the world. Now, back in Australia, I haven't been on the dating scene in a long time. I haven't been interested in finding anyone because the people that I have met have just been huge letdowns that it makes you really put off finding someone, and I keep hearing that more and more and more. Let me tell you, for the longest time, I used to think that there was something wrong with me because I was like, I don't get approached. Like, any interaction with a man is just makes me want to scream.
Men make her want to scream, and yet somehow she's not the problem. I mean, make that make sense.
Like, it's really hard out there. That's just, I find it so absurd that, like, you know, like, you girls don't get approached. And I said, some of us do, but like a lot of us don't. He said, is it a fear of rejection thing? Like, is it, you know, and I think honestly that the men in Australia just are acting too nonchalant. I hear a lot like, oh, we don't want to come off as a creep, but I think that's becoming an excuse. Guys don't want to seem like they care too much. And I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's like everyone's just filled with trauma in Australia from God knows what, like when it comes to approaching. I mean, I have a fear of abandonment and fear of rejection, but I still work through it when it comes to like if there's someone that I'm potentially interested in.
Modern women literally told men to never approach them. They got exactly what they wanted. You know, oftentimes these women just think that men will forget this, but women have been saying this for a very long time now. Don't approach women, don't say the wrong thing, don't be creepy, or else, you know, you might find yourself in a courtroom very quickly. And men listened.
There is nothing more humbling than Australian dating. I've been pied 3 times now, and the dates haven't even left the chat. They've been organised, the date's been set, I even bought a new top for one. 2 of them had the decency to cancel. Both said that they weren't going to be good company because they retired. I'm not sure if that's a universal excuse out here. And the other ghosted. Just ignored. Didn't reply to my message.
It makes you wonder how many men this woman has actually ghosted in the past. Probably quite a damn few.
I mean, it could have been a lot worse. Could have turned up in my lovely new top and been stood up. I don't mean to sound big-headed, but I've never been pied in my life. Maybe I needed this. Maybe I needed to be humbled. But I just feel like the UK and Australian guys are so different. I've heard that Australians are very laid back, but David Beckham drove 4 hours to see Victoria Beckham for 30 minutes.
Women like this love to think that celebrity tabloid gossip is somehow real life. Like, these people are completely delusional.
And I can't even get a text back. I'm giving up. The ironic thing is that for once in my life, I'm finally emotionally available to meet someone and go on dates. I actually met these people out organically. So it wasn't even like it was a Hinge date. Regardless, deleting that, I'm a shell of myself now. I cannot possibly organise any more dates. Buying new tops out here.
I'm ready to date sounds a lot more like I'm getting older and desperate, doesn't it?
This is for all the straight single men, specifically in Sydney. Where are you? No, seriously, if you're not on the dating apps, where are you? Like, where do you go to meet women? Where are you? Because all my single girlfriends cannot seem to meet single guys. Like, where are you hiding out? I've gone to bars. I've gone to churches, clubs. I've joined sporting events. I still can't meet single guys. Every guy I have met in Sydney is in a relationship.
Those men aren't interested and don't actually want to be disturbed. They are not hiding out somewhere in some like underground lair or something.
I don't understand it. With all the people in the city, where are the single guys? Have you just given up? Do you just not go out? Do you just rather prefer male company? Are you just working to survive Sydney? Like, please comment below and tell me, where do you go out? Like, specifically, is there a bar? Is there an area? Is there a club? I need to know, because it is just getting so frustrating sitting on a dating app swiping. I want to meet people in the real world. So comment below, where in Sydney? Where are you? Where are you hiding? Where do you go out? Where do you meet?
Even if there was such a place, it wouldn't actually matter. She would still be unhappy with the men there.
So this is a subjective opinion from me, but I've lived overseas and I've lived in Australia all my life, but from what I noticed is that the Australian girls, like I said, it's subjective, are very masculine. And I don't know if they're trying to be like that for a reason, but it's actually really off-putting for like a high value, like aesthetic, I would say pretty boy, but someone who looks after himself and that.
Modern women were encouraged to become more masculine. It's actually rather unattractive for men, believe it or not.
It's a put off because I want someone to be like pretty and like someone who's going to not use the word cunt and not got a foul mouth and also holds herself with high value and class. Not someone who's going to be like everyone who's in my comments, all the girls, they're very like masculine and aggressive. And I don't know where that comes from, but yeah, and I think we need those pretty girls back.
Too many modern women these days are not actually capable of being feminine anymore. It's actually just far too late for them, right? Like once they become masculine, it's like you just can't go back from that. You can't recover the femininity once it's gone, I think.
What are your thoughts on Australian girls? Pretty cactus, to be honest. High maintenance, hot, but fake. They also want to take all your money, so go for someone elsewhere.
You'll find the same kind of women in almost every other country on the planet, by the way. Oftentimes, you know, these metropolitan areas, these big cities especially.
Sydney is the worst place to date in Australia. Whole ecosystem here is when you're single, in order to find a partner, you would usually go out, meet someone. Sydney has no nightlife. No one in Sydney is meeting the amount of people you need to meet to get numbers and organize dates and stuff like that. No one's like getting that first level of the ecosystem where it drips down into that. You get a couple numbers, speak to them, you go on a date.
It's all just house parties, isn't it? And it's all just people you know in there.
No.
There has been a massive decline in nightlife all over the world. People aren't up for it anymore, and by people, I mean men. Like, why would dudes go there and pay for drinks for women who quite honestly expect them at this point and who have no interest in the men anyway?
People that you are meeting, one of your friends has absolutely had to. At least you can get a personal recommendation.
People in Sydney are really struggling to meet new people. And I feel like it's different in Melbourne, Gold Coast. I know a lot of people are going to complain, yeah, but the boys are Melbourne too. But at least you get a chance to meet new people.
You can't blame the city so much as the people who are living in that particular city.
You're not thin, white, and possibly blonde. Your experience in Australia as a woman will be very different. I met with this girl today that I met through Facebook, and we were just talking about what it's like to live in Sydney and travel Australia as someone who isn't thin or white is such a different experience, because I'm white, obviously she wasn't white, and I'm not thin, and it's just the experience that I see like these thin white blonde girls having in Australia is so different than my experience.
That's because those women have a body type that many men find attractive. That is just life.
Especially when it comes to like dating and romantic attention. Like genuinely, since I got to Australia, I have received a little to no romantic attention, and I know that it's because I'm not thin and like blonde and stuff, because I have a good personality, I make friends easily, I put myself out there, and just haven't gotten anything back in return. And I see thin blonde girls put almost nothing out there, even the ones that are lovely, and they get everything back in return. Literally, we were with these two thin blonde girls earlier today, and we were walking up the beach, and they both get stopped and get asked for their number within 2 minutes. Has that happened to me this whole time? No.
If she's truly bothered by her weight, like, she can absolutely change that, but of course she would rather complain instead.
Apparently Australian men don't eat. I thought I was having a unique experience. Based off of my last video, seems to be the general consensus, because why are other women telling me that they've had the same experience? Women are suffering out here. If you're not eating, enlighten me. What are you doing? If you want to be with a man, just be with a man. Every Australian couple that I see, I look at the man, I'm like, what's going on? The worst part is when I went to Australia and found this out with the guy that I was seeing, went and saw my friend for dinner, and she was like, actually that sounds like a normal occurrence. I'm not shocked by this. So you mean you're not shocked by this? How are we accepting this?
It is disturbing how she can just casually talk about this as if it's just an everyday topic of some kind.
What the f is going on with dating in Australia right now? When I'm overseas, like in Europe, I get asked at least once a day for my number. They don't even ask for my number. They ask, can I take you out to lunch? Stuff like that. Men here, hey babes, like, could I get your snap? And could you come over at like 12 at night? Maybe I can get like Uber Eats and we can watch the footy. There's such a difference between Australian boys and European boys. European boys will cheat on you, don't get me wrong. But at least they're nice to you before they cheat on you.
She's clueless to the fact that she's the one who is always getting cheated on.
I don't know if it's because things are so expensive now, but these men will not pay for anything. They want 50-50. The only time I get approached in Australia is if I'm at the club. I honestly think dating apps have negatively affected dating in Australia or all over the world, but mainly in Australia because men just don't do anything.
Dating apps have done a lot of damage, but that's not a particularly Australian problem. It's actually a global one, and I would argue it's got more to do with women's entitlement and expectations of men. If you would like to get early access to videos, weekly lectures, and case study breakdowns of human behavior, make sure you check out the members area link below in the video description. Otherwise, make sure to click on one of these videos on screen now if you enjoyed. Make sure you take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.